not stupid. You know that you can't be talking to yourself in public, or people stare at you and think you've got schizophrenia or something. So if you're in public, and this will happen a lot because your inner child is just like your real child. You know, you get on the phone or something and the kids start arguing. It's when you get out, your inner child knows you're distracted. And so she's going to try to pull stuff on you when you're out in public. So what happens, like say you're at the grocery store and you are going down that aisle, which you shouldn't be in anyway, in the center of the store where all the cookies are, but you get down that aisle, she probably drugged you down there and you didn't even know it. And so you go reach for the Oreos and you wake up and you know you can't say, no, you can't have those, put them down. So what you do is pull your cell phone out and say, hello? Well, hi, sweetie. No, sweetheart. No, you have to wait, we'll talk about it when I get home. No. Yeah, well, okay, I love you and I'll see you in a little while. Bye, sweetheart. Now, I've done this so many times in the store, and people will see that you're talking and they think you're talking to your grandchild, and they just kind of look at you like, yeah, you know, and oh, you're such a sweet grandma. Once you start having a real solid relationship with your inner child, you'll be real aware when you hear her voice, her thoughts, and you'll say, and you'll be able to talk to her, and when you're home, you can do it freely. When you're starting on something to improve, whether you're going to lose weight or stop spending or whatever it is, get organized, and you have a relationship with your inner child, as you work with her, you're going to have to keep reminding her what you really want. What I have to say with Nellie all the time is, remember what you really want. Remember, you don't want to have that, because you know if you eat that popcorn at the show, you will have a hangover the next morning, and you don't want that. And I remind her, and she says, oh yeah, she gets it. And the more of a relationship you have with that little girl part of you, the easier it gets. It gets easier and easier as time goes by. A technique I used a lot in the beginning was what I call the parking lot talk. And it was when I was climbing out of debt, and I would be in the parking lot at Costco, and I'd say, okay, Nellie, we've got our list, and we're going in and we're going to get what's on the list, and if you give me any trouble at all, we will go home and you won't get anything. Because I had to remind her of who's in control, because the marketers and the advertisers are headed straight for the heart of your inner child. They bypass the adult in you, and they're saying, get this, buy that, eat this. Just think for a second at the checkout at a grocery store, all the candy they've laid out there for real kids. Well, your inner child says the same thing. Let's get that. Let's get it. And so what I do with Nellie now, because I love chocolate and I love candy bars, I love Butterfingers, and I haven't had one in probably 5 years. But if Nellie sees them, because she wants one, all I have to do is pick it up and say, look, Nell, look at this, 37 carbohydrates in there. And she goes, oh no, we don't do that, do we, Mom? No, we don't. We're so good. Another thing, I used this with my real kids, and so I've used it with Nellie too. When I'd be in the store with my kids and they were very well behaved, when some child was out of whack, I'd say, oh, look at that, isn't that terrible? Look at that brat, aren't you glad you're not that way? And I do it with Nellie too. I'll see some lady that shouldn't be getting a Butterfinger, and I say, look at Nell, look at that. Her little child is naughty. We're not naughty, are we? No, we're good.
Adore who you are. Adore where you are. Adore who you're with.